La 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 Hi, and welcome to another episode of Under Two Umbrellas. I am your host, Johan. On this second edition of this world-renowned interview series, I have a really special guest here with me. What's your name?
I'm TrippyPants, or Meghan for my normal person name.
TrippyPants is your DJ name. So, how long have you been DJing?
Started learning about 8-ish years ago.
How long did it take you to convince yourself like you were actually good at DJing? We've been friends for about 6 years now, 7 years. And this whole time, I've never really gotten the chance to ask you, what's wrong with you?
A lot. But I'm a nice person, so that's what matters.
That's true. You are one of the nicest people I know.
What's wrong with you?
This interview is not going to be long enough for us to really go into that. The music that you like to DJ is pretty dark and heavy, which I've always thought is pretty interesting, contrasted with your pretty soft-spoken and just like gentle like personality. Why do you gravitate towards such like filthy, grimy music?
I mean, there's part of it that I don't necessarily understand myself. It's just the like really low-end grimy sounds just bring me a lot of joy. Like more logically, I feel like the music taste I grew up like listening to was like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and like a lot of classic rock and a lot of reggae. And when I got into electronic music, I originally got into like old UK dubstep kind of in middle school. And that was really like low end and stuff. And I got into it because I liked the sounds. And I actually used to put it on to sleep because for some reason those old UK dubstep sounds help me sleep.
So you've just like always been weird as fuck.
Yes. That's who I am.
Do you think that your pants are trippier than you, or are you trippier than your pants?
Who said I'm wearing pants right now? Who says that this isn't just part of me and I'm like an octopus or I can just use my cells to become different colors? You don't know that. Maybe it's a lie.
You recently quit your job as director of product operations. Now that you're unemployed, do you feel more like yourself now that you're like officially useless to society?
Definitely. Useless is fun sometimes. But I'm not being useless in my free time. I haven't taken time off since summer of my junior year. I've just worked since then, or school or work or both. And so I'm just taking a couple months off to focus on music. Be a little useless maybe.
Like I asked in the last episode, are you single? Asking for a friend.
No, I'm not single. You know my boyfriend,
Oh yeah.
Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo, yeah.
Part of the Umbrella Friends,
right,
one of
right.
our founding members, you know? One of
I
your
forgot.
homies that you spend so long with.
Your boyfriend Hugo actually coined the phrase hit that poly. So, would you ever hit that poly? as one of the founding members with us, for the Afternoon Umbrella Friends, we basically would not be successful without you. You're the mastermind behind all of our party decor. You go out and buy all the decorations, the colorful fabrics. You design everything together. You craft everything yourself. And our parties would basically look like shit if it weren't for you. So can you dissect some of the creative thought that is behind your kind of stylistic choices?
So a lot of the umbrella friends just say I have the trippy brain, which sometimes my creative decisions are just purely like impulse. Like I get a random idea and I'm like, that's what I should do, and I just go with my random idea. That's very umbrella friends to do. I have a general set of colors so I can buy reusable decorations and have cohesiveness. And then I don't particularly enjoy painting or like using pens or small things. I really like when things are even and covered. So I use fabric to make my designs, and because it's like texture and shininess and just interest that doesn't come for me with paint. But also it satisfies my OCD because fabric is just solid, and when I paint like 4 or 5 layers sometimes because I want it to be like perfectly solid colored. I think about symmetry. I think about like how shapes and items sit together. A lot of it's just, I feel like, instinct. It's not necessarily fully thought out. I'm just like, this is how it should be, and I do that.
Anyone who knows you knows how obsessed you are with seals. A few years ago, I even got you a huge seal plush toy for your birthday.
Yeah.
So, how many seals do you think you have in your house?
I just stopped counting because I was like, it's definitely crazy seal lady. It's more than 30. Like, because there's the big seals that are easy to count, but like Malad got me a little tiny one, and like other people have gotten me little tiny ones. And one of my friends painted me a seal, and Hugo got me a seal painting. My mom got me a seal air plant holder. There's a lot of them.
As a follow-up question, realistically, we would all do things that we wouldn't want to for a big enough sum of money.
Yeah.
All right? Like for example, like I'm not gay,
You sure?
but if there are enough zeros in your offer, you know,
How much will it do it for? Like 200? I feel like you'd be pretty easy.
how much money would it take for you to punt a baby seal straight into the afterlife?
I thought we were supposed to get a better interviewer, according to the last one's feedback.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened there, but
we don't have that much money in our budget to hire a new person, like in this economy, so
that's really unfortunate.
we've reached that time in the interview now where we need to make use of these beautiful paddles. And you make most of our paddles. You made this one. Since we have 2 paddles, then you get to spank me and I get to spank you. It's paddle time.
Weak. Okay.
Oh, fuck. That concludes the second episode of Under 2 Umbrellas. Thoughts about what I should improve for next time? Okay, it's perfect.
No. No.
Have you been changing glasses or?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Didn't I get you those?
I don't know, some random person gave them to me. I don't remember who.
So what are your favorite drugs?
La 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 wee 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 woo.